Hi, this is Mike Reed coming to you on the 1st of February, 2023. And today I'm going to try and give you coming to you on the 1st of February, 2023. And today I'm going to try and one second there. All right. I'm going to try to give you some of the information for Manitowoc, at least the first couple of days for the United States. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to put some of this information into the ticker, and it's going to stroll across the bottom of the screen. I tried a number of things to get this data to you guys, but it's taking a kind of a toll on me. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to put it in a ticker. I'll just put it in the ticker there. So we have starting the 7th for you guys in Orlando. The Manitowoc class is hosted by Baker. All right, starts at 8 a.m. Let's see here. It looks like Caesar and Steve are giving this class in Orlando. You're going to need to call 407 849 6090. I wanted to give you guys a little more information, some other graphics, but I just don't have enough time. By the time I would get to it, you would miss the class. So at least this way, some of you can act on this if you want. All right. Here's the host. And let's see here. This is for Orlando. Something. This is for Orlando. You're going to want to call Cesar Perez at Baker Distribution. Wow, this email is really, really small. Okay. Bear with me here. All right, let me get you this information. All right, so this is Orlando. There's a call. Caesar. All right, let's do the Caesar. Give the Caesar. All right, 849 6090. And his email is C Perez, CPEREZ at BakerEIST.com. All right, and away that goes. Real quick while I get myself together. Once again, sorry about that late notice. When you go to the class, you're going to get training manuals for their different lines. Some of you might have seen a little video I did of the Neo. I got another video to do of a small Hoshizaki. But what you have here is all the information is in the book as far as installation, but you also have frost patterns, what the chill plate's supposed to look like. Let's see here. Freeze time charts. Chris at HVACR, he does a real good video about that. I believe that video is probably about a good 3 or 4 years old, where he'll take the ice in a bin and he'll weigh it on the scale, refrigerant scale. He'll weigh it and then do the calculations that you see here to let you know if your ice machine is producing properly. The ice production check. He did one of the best videos I've seen so far on that. What to look for about TXV issues. So they have that for Neo. They have that for the cool air. And a good example to explain the cool air is like Toyota and Lexus. They kept a lot of the old style, and they just kept producing it and produce it as cool air. Now the refrigerant is different. You're going to go over that in class. The refrigerant used in the units is different, but they're using the same floats and things like that that they used on the Manitowocs from 17, 20 years ago. They go over the Indigo and the Indigo Quiet series. Sorry, I've kind of used some of my stuff, so it looks a little rough. I keep it in a little pouch, and that way I can just pull them out when I need to. And then this was the newest one for the Indigo NXT. Excuse me. And you have everything you need in them. Let's see what we got here. Sorry for this rough style, this rough production. Sorry for this rough production. But I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. I do appreciate the subscribers that I do have. I do need more subscribers. I really do. But everyone that has subscribed so far, thank you so much. You guys really do appreciate the training class videos. I got like 85 subscribers from that one alone. So let me get back to it. So also on the 7th, let me create another one. Also on the 7th, what we have is for California, because that is one of my biggest group of viewers, those in California. So if you're in the Santa Clara area, at the Sunnyvale Elks Lodge, you're going to have class on the 7th, half a day. And this guy that's teaching the class is Jonathan Bailey. This guy, he was a tech, and then he was a tech in Europe. He was a tech in the UK, and then they brought him to Wisconsin and made him the head trainer. And so you'll see him on a lot of the old videos and a lot of other training stuff. And he was answering the phone for tech support. I know I used to, instead of calling the regular tech support, I would just call him directly. And that was always fun. You didn't have to call Manitowoc and then wait on Manitowoc to get back with you. You could just call Jonathan Bailey directly. But now he's got his own territory, and you could talk to him about how he's going to handle that. But he loves getting out there with the people. So this is handled by Scott with Team WPD. All right, Scott's number is 559-266-9511. All right. Scott with WPD. All right, this is going to take forever. But Scott with WPD. And just so you know, I got Pennsylvania coming up. I have another Florida. That's also Orlando. Usually they do it like that. Yeah, that's the 8th. I have another California. That one's Monterey. Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre. Another Orlando. That's probably going to be the 8th. No, that's the 9th for that Orlando. So, yeah, 7th, 8th, and 9th for Orlando. But let me give you the Santa Clara. All right, with Scott Hag. All right, his email address is scott@teamwpd.com. You know, I'm going to leave off their phone numbers. I think that'll make this thing run a whole lot quicker. I think that'll make this run a whole lot quicker. Orlando. Let me go back to Orlando. And let me change that to 7. 7 through, as I go through it, if I see Orlando, the dates for Orlando change, I'll change it accordingly. So, and once again, I do apologize for this. I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. All right. There's an updated Orlando. All right. So there's Scott's with WPD. Now that you see Scott's information, let me go up here and I'm going to edit Scott. All right. Let me put down, because Scott is moving around in California. Yes, he is. Scott is moving around in California. He's with WPD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down Santa Clara. I'm going to get my watch hours out of you guys this time, aren't I? All right. I'm just going to put Santa Clara 7. And then let me go down to Scott is doing Monterey. More than likely that's going to be the 8th. Yep. So this should help this move along. T-E-R. Y. If I misspelled something, please forgive me. All right. So Scott is also going to be in, let me see the next one, San Ramon. All right. All right. So San Ramon, he's going to be there on the 9th. Okay. I'm going to show that. Where the hell's my ticker? Decided not to show a ticker? Oh, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. Okay. Oh, I didn't capitalize Ramon, but that's okay. All right. Let me see here. What else do I have? Man, Scott's getting around. He's in Riverside. Scott is in Riverside. All right, I believe that's Riverside. Well, let me see here. Scott is going to be in Riverside. Riverside Elks Lodge. Well, Scott and Jonathan. That's all of these are Jonathan Bailey. That's going to be the 14th. That's going to be the 14th. So you guys got time on that. All right. And actually, San Ramon. Oh, yeah, that's the 9th. All right, that's the 9th. Okay. So we got time with that. Okay, so we have time with that. I'm going to create another banner, scroll across the bottom. I don't know why this thing won't scroll across the bottom. Let's see what we got. Bam. What? That's Orlando. Sorry. All right. Well, I'm messing that up royally. Thank you guys for being there in the beginning. I really do appreciate that. Let me see if I can see some of these chats. Whoa. All right. Hey, what's going on? SQ Services, G Brown, Donnie Madden. Yeah. ATL. Yes. Let me skip to the ATL real quick. All right. Let me skip to the ATL. Let me skip there. Let me see. I got Alabama, Texas, New Jersey. Looks like you won't have anything in February. Yeah, you don't have anything in February. All right. California, Colorado, Alabama. Yeah, they're not going to work their way to you until, wow, let's see here. They're not going to work their way over to you. Oh, let's see here. They're not going to work their way over Texas, South Carolina. All right, March. Savannah. How about Savannah? How about Savannah? I know you say ATL. So Savannah is, that's also hosted by Baker. David is going to give that class. That is 323. All right. Let me see another Georgia. Macon, Georgia. We're getting warmer, right? We're getting warmer. All right, Macon, Georgia. That's also Baker. David's training that class. That's 4423. All right, we got Illinois, Fayetteville. Let me see something. Hold on 1 second for me. Excuse me, I had to cough. All right, let's see here. Georgia. I don't see Atlanta. I don't see Atlanta just yet. That doesn't mean go to the Macon, Georgia class and all that. What you want to do is Baker is the one that's going to host your class. So what you need to do is you need to call Baker in the Atlanta area. Hold on, let me go back to Georgia. All right, so you're going to call Baker. And who you're going to email. Oh, no, that's for me. Well, let me go to one that Macon is going to be a little closer. You're going to call Junior. But actually, what you're going to do is you're going to just call the closest Baker to you, because your classes aren't going to be until the spring. Your classes aren't going to be till the spring. And then they're going to tell you where the closest one is. Sometimes they have a hard time getting a venue. And they just decide to do the classes elsewhere. So yeah, sorry, Downey. So you're going to need to call. Let's see if it's all going to be the same person in Georgia. No, these are all different people. So you're going to want to call Baker Distribution. Well, it's Baker Distributing. So hit me up in the comment section, and then we'll find that one together. We'll find that one together, but it is not on the list. It's not on the list. So back. All right, we're gonna go back here. All right, how many calls you do in a day? It all depends. How are the drive times? Yeah, you keep asking me that. I mean, I could do. You got to realize, I did a medical facility today, and I might do 5 or 6 in that hospital. It's a completely different situation. You're not gonna have. As I say that, I know people that do have 5, 6 ice machines in their house, but you're not really gonna have that many ice machine calls or refrigerator calls in a regular person's home. When you go to commercial, they have 10 refrigerators. Like I'll do a restaurant, they'll have 10 refrigerators in that one restaurant. So how many calls I do a day? Well, maybe I do 2 calls a day, but in that 2 calls, I looked at 8 refrigerators, 4 refrigerators, just between 2 calls. So that's different. And how are the drive times? I mean, I live in Houston, so the different calls I did, the medical district for me is like 17 minutes away. So I'd go to the medical district. It took me longer to park and get from parking, get through security, and get to the ice machine than it did for me to drive there. So, I mean, all these questions they all depend on where you are and what kind of stuff you're going to be working on. And it's all completely up to you. I mean, whatever the customer is asking for, it's up to you to schedule them and cluster your jobs together. It depends on their need. So Just trying to gauge the difference. The difference between commercial and residential is the average person is only going to have one stove in their house uh, unless they practice Sabbath. Then they might have one for meat, one for milk. They might have, two kitchens. You might have some Africans. They have two kitchens. You might have some Indian families. They might have two kitchens. But for the most part, you're not going to have that many items in one location. But when they do get somebody, they jump on you because you're there and they're like, oh man, one of the fryers is acting up. 2, 3 of the prep tables, this door is broken. That's this. I mean, you come in there and you're knocking stuff out. It all depends on how much you're trained in. Right. So if you're trained in steam ovens and then they have a steam oven that has a problem, then you could do that. But if you're not, then you're only going to do the fryer or the griddle or whatever. So your training determines your schedule. Your training determines how many calls you do. Your training determines where you go. It all depends up to you. Commercial is all up to you. It is extremely difficult to try to merge commercial and residential schedules together because you could be at a commercial job and it might take you 5 or 10 minutes, or you could be on another commercial job. It might take you 4 hours, and I'll say 4 hours. It might even be 8 or 10, it all depends. If you got a movie theater, you got to go up onto the roof. Not that you guys would do that, but there are a lot of guys in the trade that are just looking for this training information. So it varies. It varies. So we'll get to that. But this one is about the training. So if anybody likes the timestamp, you can go ahead and we went back to the training schedule at this time. All right. Sure, no problem. So let's see. We did Orlando. We did California. Let's see what else we got here. All right. So also on the emergency for the 7th, all right, we have at URI and in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I used to live in Harrisburg. So in Allentown, Paul Young is in charge of that. Area code 973-824-7800. That's Paul Young, Allentown, Pennsylvania. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just do this. 27. Allentown, PA. This one is URI. Let me add this while I look. I'll try to add as much as possible to keep you guys from being bored or whatever. How the commercial side of appliances is different from residential. It's really different. It's really different. How much do you charge? I charge something that you will never charge. Don't even attempt to try to charge what I do. You're going to lose more jobs than you accept. Mine is by design because it's only me. So I'm cherry picking calls. I only want people who can pay. I'm not looking for just any call. I only want people who can pay. And my situation is different. I cover a lot of different appliances. So once I get in, that's all I need. All I need is to get in. And once I get in, now I'm working on the dishwasher. Now I'm working on the ice machine. Now I'm working on the deep fryers. I'm working on the prep tables. I'm working on the warming ovens, warming lamps, the conveyor toasters, the coffee machines, beer bar backs, merchandisers in the front, all kind of stuff. Once I get in. So that's my area. Student, what area? Okay, how much do you charge per job and per hour? If I have to do a job that's going to be hours, then yeah, I'm going to quote them by hour. The manufacturers have every single repair. They already have the times because guess what? They have to pay according to that. So they're already going to have the times it takes to do an evaporator. They're already going to have the times it takes to do a fill valve. they already have all that stuff. You just take that information and plug in your time. For me, I'm going to do a flat rate to cover me for anything that's going to be like an hour. Usually like an hour or 2 hours. I'm just going to do a flat rate and be in and out of there. I do video proof, which is why I have all this kind of raw footage. Like when I went to the medical college today, I was only there for 20 minutes, and I sent the administrator video proof. If you guys can look at the post I put out, you'll see that in the dump valve there was all kind of plastic. Turns out the plastic was from the freezers. This was in a lab, and the medical technicians open up the freezers, and I guess they open up one of the cases, and they were that color. And I guess one of them snapped because they were in the freezer, and the pieces fell into the ice machine and got trapped into the dump valve. So every time the machine tried to fill, it just kept running. And they already have an army of technicians, but none of them can figure it out. So they called me in, screaming warranty, but it's not warranty, and I have the video to prove it. So they had no problem paying me, and I was only there for 20 minutes, but I'm charging them a flat rate for a 200 to come out. They already paid for the parking, and then another flat rate on the labor. All right, let me come in here. Let me give you the other information for URI for Paul. All right, so let me see. All right, so I'm trying to read the chat. So put all your stuff in the chat. And anybody who puts in the comment section, if they want me to chop this up or anything like that, I'll do that. Because it looks like I might have to put down the training dates for the next couple of days, and then maybe stop it and then do another one, because I kind of went off track here. All right, so Allentown, PA. Like I said, I used to live in Harrisburg. All right, so Allentown, it is Paul Young, and that is his email address is PYOUNG at URI. All right. Okay. All right, so that's Paul's information. As I use my Manitowoc pen. Their symbol is the old snowflake. So this is from when Wellbill bought them. This is from when they were owned by Adonis. So now they're going back to the snowflake. All right. So, because for the first time, and I don't know how long, Manitowoc is going to be all on their own. They're not going to be part of some suite of like ovens and fryers and refrigerators. They're all going to be on their own. All right, so enough of the rambling. Another one, Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre, no problem. Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre is the 8th. Allentown, PA. Let me see here. Is all this Perez? Yes. No. No. Not bad. No. So I got to do another one. I can understand the turnpike is kind of costly over there in Pennsylvania. All right. So this is on the 8th. This Manitowoc class it's going to be the same teacher. All right. And this is United. I'm just going to have to draw a line through this. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Nobody wants to look at that. All right. Address are provided. Wilkes-Barre on the 9th. Fred Davis. F. Davis at URI. All right. F. Davis at URI. URI can't get rid of this information, can they? F. Davis at URI, and this is Wilkes-Barre. Hold on. All right, let me see how this is. This is Wilkes. Got the E. I used to live by the White Star Barn, if you guys know where that is, over there by Harrisburg. Most people do. All right. So there's Allentown. There we go. There's Wilkes-Barre. There's Wilkes-Barre. Okay. So Pennsylvania. All right. And then we said Florida. Florida's the ninth. Okay, we got that. Florida's the ninth. Let me see if it'll show that. Nope. All right. So I only got this one. I'm going to take this off. They're killing me. All right. Wilkes-Barre. Excuse me. Okay, good. It's going to let me do another one. All right. So we covered Florida, California, Pennsylvania. All right. We did Wilkes-Barre, Orlando, Florida. That's by Caesar. That's the ninth. Jonathan is doing San Ramon. So we got that in there for California, right? Yes. San Ramon. All right. The 14th. That is Longview, Texas. All right. All right. Longview, Texas. I wanted to get this done ahead of time for you guys, but I just ran out of time between working and everything else. So Longview, Texas, and of course, yeah, our distributor for Texas is just Baker. All right, so what you're gonna have to do is contact, and then you got Denver coming up. All right, it is Mark Reese. All right, so MREECE at Baker. Now, what's funny about this, Baker distribution, Baker, DIST. Normally when I do Baker, all right, normally when I do Baker, normally you have another place to put it. Let's see how we got. What we got here? We got 11 people, and I've been rambling for 30 minutes. All right, trying to get out 8 freaking locations. All right, let's see here. I told you guys Denver. Anybody here in Denver? Because Denver is also Baker. Tom Lee is the teacher on that one. All right, Denver. All right, that's the 14th. So at least this is giving you guys a little time. I don't know where I'm gonna stop this thing. I guess I'm gonna stop this around the 14th or something. The 14th, Tom Lee is the teacher. And then let's see here. That's Baker, Denver, Eric Chisholm. Eric is who you need to talk to. ECHEEZUM at Baker. All right. All right, so sorry guys, I've been going a little long. Okay, Riverside, California. And then I think that gives enough time for you guys to get to some of these classes so I don't give you a freaking hour-long video. Longview, Texas. Okay. Eric Chisholm with Baker for Denver. Let's see. I got another one. Jonathan is teaching that class in Riverside on the 14th. Let's see here. Jonathan is teaching that class in Riverside on the 14th. That's also Scott Hagg. So for California, for all you guys in California, wait a minute. Yeah, that's WPD. That's Scott Hagg. It's Scott at Team WPD. Okay. So let me edit. So this is going to be the 14th. Okay, so 214 in Riverside. Riverside. All right. Okay. So 214. Okay, there we go. So here you go. All right, and yeah, this video is going on 36 minutes. That's about 30 minutes longer than what you guys normally willing to watch. So once again, you're gonna get booklets. You're gonna get all kind of stuff. You're gonna get levels and screwdrivers and level screwdrivers, all kind of stuff with the old Manitowoc emblems on them. So have fun in class. It's not gonna. The classes aren't too bad. The trainers are really good. They normally try to get you out of there pretty early. All right, we got any other questions? So it took 36 minutes to do like 5 classes, location of 5 classes. In the future, I'm going to try to I'll try to type all these in so then I can just tap it and have it pop up across the bottom of the screen. So I was just trying to figure out how to get this stuff to you guys in time so you could sign up and move your schedules around to get to it. But thanks for watching. I really do appreciate that. All right. You guys have any other questions? Because I'll end it here, and then you guys put in anything in the chat, and then I'll get to it from there. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening.